What exactly is 305 800 Pain, and how does it help the community here, the people?
Yes, Jeff. So 305 800 Pain is a legal and medical referral office registered with the Florida Bar to help people that get involved in any car accident, slip and fall.
Right.
We get them connected with our attorneys and our medical centers to get them back on track. We get them the whole guide step by step so they feel that they're not alone, and we help them get compensated for all the inconvenience, the pain and suffering that comes along with an accident. So
Yeah.
that's what we're here for. Ever wondered how top car brands are preventing accidents in 2025? It's by automated emergency braking, which kicks in before a crash even if you don't react. Driver monitoring systems track drowsiness and distraction and even brake if needed. And soon, cars will talk to each other through V2X communication, avoiding crashes before they even happen. These aren't sci-fi, they are real and they are saving lives. So stay alert, and after an accident, call 305 800 Pain. We got you covered.
Yo, this is your boy Jeff Fox from the Jeff Fox Show, and let me tell you, Miami sports is more than a game. It's a lifestyle. Remix Sports Media and 305 800 Pain are here to represent for our city.
Did somebody just hit you and ran off? Here's what to do after a hit and run accident. First off, don't chase them. Stay calm and call 911. Second, take photos of everything. Your car, the damages, the scene, and look for cameras and bystanders nearby. Third, see a doctor within 14 days. Even if you feel fine, most injuries don't show up after a hit and run. It typically takes a couple of weeks. So this can really cost you if you don't take care of it right now. And most importantly, call 305 800 Pain. We'll walk you through what to do next and to help you get the care and compensation that you need after this accident. Even when the other driver runs, you're not alone. We're here for you.
What up, everybody? This is Jeff Fox from the Jeff Fox Show. I want to invite you to a real Bahamian party. A great place that you can get the island food that I'm talking about as fish fry right here in beautiful Miami. Come to the backyard. Yeah, that's right. It's east of Miami, the backyard, where you can get that real fried fish, fried conch, grilled conch, any kind of way you want it, they will do it for you. Lobster, fish, chicken in the bag, shrimp, all kinds of great island eats right here in Miami Gardens and east of Miami. It's the Bahamian thing. Niceness. Pull up on east of Miami. Check out TJ and Cindy at east of Miami for the best Bahamian food. Best fish, the best chicken, the best conch, the best stewed fish. All right, they've got it all. Island food, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. I'm talking about the real deal, not the fake stuff. This is real Bahamians making real Bahamian food. In the backyard, come on and check out the vibes. East of Miami, 18014 Northwest 6th Place in Miami Gardens. Tell my man TJ Jeff Fox sent you. You heard it first right here on the Jeff Fox Show.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.
What up, what up, what up, what up? What's up, Jordan Tucker?
Beautiful morning.
Good morning. E.W. Freeman is in the building. That's my former co-host on the Sports Brothers from 790 The Ticket. Ed Freeman in the house. Ed Freeman, me, Jordan Tucker. Jordan Tucker, Ed Freeman.
Now, if I said Jordan Smith, and I'd be crazy, right? You keep saying Ed Freeman. It doesn't say Ed Freeman. It says Ed Sylvain. So Ed Freeman is dead.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's
Thank
right. It says it right there on the screen. Oh, my
How you
God.
doing, Jordan?
I'm so used to calling you Ed Freeman, though. Oh, my goodness. That's amazing. That's Jordan, that's radio stuff.
We all come up with fictional names,
Gotcha.
and stuff like that. Jordan Ed, in case you don't know, is a former North Carolina Tar Heel,
Mhm.
and he's the reason that Michael Jordan went there.
I,
Maybe the other way around.
no, I
Okay.
can,
See,
I did some convincing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every
uh,
football Friday here on the Jeff Fox Show, we chop it up. I'm on the road. I'm at the 8305 800 Paint Studios in Doral, actually in the office. So that's where we're broadcasting from right now. And
I
South
don't know
Florida
what's
has
wrong with my
been a
camera, man.
pain,
I'm sorry.
as you know, Jordan and Ed. We lost our last game for the Miami Hurricanes, and we've been getting our asses whooped on the regular with the Miami Dolphins. So I had to go to the professor who might be on the job right now, E.W. Freeman. How you doing today, sir?
Who?
I'm talking to you.
No, you
I
not.
said it again, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did. I'm messing with
you
you.
E-Dub.
I'm
did.
messing with you.
I'm gonna
I'm
just stick to the nickname E-Dub. That's
I'm
what I
good,
used to
man.
call you,
Yeah,
E-Dub.
E-Dub is fine.
E-Dub
No,
will work,
I'm
right?
good. I'm at the day job, escorting some kids out here at this forum they're at in Pompano Beach. And yeah, I said I had a little dead time, so I said let me jump on.
Yeah,
Um
I saw you doing the voice thing at the HBCU, man. Sounded real
uh
cool.
for what you call it? Florida Memorial. Yeah, I'm the
Momo.
PA voice for football and basketball and the marching band at Florida Memorial University. So yeah, man,
You know,
it's really cool.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, a little swag to it.
See it? I
Yeah,
see.
you know, you taught me a little something, just a little bit, but not a lot.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I know you don't have a lot of time, man. I appreciate you joining us.
Yeah.
What do you think about uh, our quarterback for the Miami Dolphins, Tua? I could never say his name from the day we drafted him, so I'll just say Tua.
Yeah.
But he seems to every time he opens his mouth say something wrong. You know what I mean, Jordan? The dude just
Absolutely.
admitted that he couldn't see his wide receiver, Jalen Waddle, because the guys in front of him were too tall. He couldn't see him. And this is coming off the scandal that's been plaguing us here in South Florida for the
Yeah.
last couple of weeks. I'm sure you're well aware. Do you think that marriage is over?
Well, Jeff, you know me from the days of watching, or just doing sports radio and watching the Dolphins and watching the Canes. I was always the one that was tried to remain optimistic. Didn't get it too high, didn't get too low about this team. But I have to say, man, going back to whenever we played the Patriots, and he was trying to put together that game winning or game tying drive, and he threw that interception after the previous weeks he had threw many interceptions.
Yep.
And I literally said it out loud, man. I said, nah. I said, something's gotta happen. He's gotta go. Daniel's gotta go. Something's wrong. And after I believe last week, um, I started to think of you know how you go through a season, and we don't typically think of this, but you go through a season, and then it's after the season or it's during the break that a player that didn't do particularly well in that season will step up and say, well, he was going through this or he was going through that, family, injury, off the field problems. I said to myself right at that time, we're gonna hear some things at the end of the season that's just gonna make Dolphin fans go crazy. And it's gonna have to do something with Tua and his health. It's gonna have to do something with his when I say mental, I'm talking about the concussions. Because he's just really regressed this year. He
Mhm.
has really regressed. That like a regression that I think I've never seen before.
Yeah.
So um, yeah, it seems it's heading that way, man. It seems to be over. I mean, if anybody out there is dreaming of finishing the season 11-6, God bless you. But but Nah, I think after this year, they're gonna really have to put their take their blinders off, put some glasses on, and really reevaluate this team from the rooter to the tutor, from the top
Yeah.
to the bottom. And yeah, I think like I said, the way it's going, it does look like Tua's days are numbered here. But something is wrong. Something is wrong with him, and we won't find out to the end of the season. That's why I've just accepted that.
Yeah, it seems that the Dolphins are stuck with this guy, and for the life of me, I can't understand why nobody's. Well, I guess people are questioning him now, but why do you think we stuck with Chris Greer for so long? This is the guy that makes the decisions, you know.
Mhm. Well, look, if Tua comes back this year and has a decent season or a season comparable to, I guess, what was his best season, like 2 years ago, maybe it was. I can't remember how long ago.
Yeah, you're right. About 2 years ago.
But if he comes back and some of the moves that they make pan out, um, Greer's going to have his detractors, but people will say, okay, we made an improvement, or if we made the playoffs. Let me just say that we make the playoffs and had some success this year. Then people probably the Fire Greer airplane at Perry Airport is not being warmed up. It's just sitting there. I live by Perry, so that's why I threw that in there. Shout out to Perry. But he and he's got something on Stephen Ross. I'm probably borrowing one of your lines.
Yeah.
He probably has something on Stephen Ross, some sort of tape or some sort of text or something. That Ross just believes in this guy, man. But again, I think if they continue to go the way they're going this year for the rest of the season, you got to put all bets are off. I mean, Ross has got to sit back and say, okay, it's been great, Chris, or not, and we just got to part ways and start over.
Yeah, of course, my man Jordan Tucker here with me co-hosting as well. He has played in this league, played a former Pittsburgh Steeler, and he's played O-line, and he's been in the trenches. He was there. He was in the game when they punched Arcanes in the mouth. How much did you guys rush for? 500 yards?
Like 570,
Oh, my
560.
God. You remember that game, Ed?
Who was the running back?
It was COVID year. Michael Carter and Javonte Williams.
Oh, my God. Painful.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that. Sorry about this camera. I'm trying to get it right here.
Throw your screen lock on your
I
phone.
did, and it's still flipping.
Oh.
Yeah, on the iPad. So
Oh, yeah, I can see you're in the
just go
school
back.
right now. That's cool, Ed.
Yeah. So we'll just hold it. Yeah. So yeah, I remember that. I remember that game. That was the what was that? Was that the Randy Shannon era? 2020. You said 20. That's
I think that was Diaz. I think that was Diaz still.
Yes, Manny Diaz.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was Diaz
Okay.
still. We used to love playing Manny.
Of course.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness! But we went in pain. We had some pain last week as well, inflicted at the hands of the Louisville Cardinals. Jordan, I'm still not completely over it, but
Yeah.
Ed, what do you think went wrong, man? Like, what happened in that game?
I mean, you can't throw 4 picks. You can't.
Yeah,
You can't throw 4 picks. I think
it's number one.
I think we saw Miami. I don't even want to say Miami played down a level because, I mean, they played a good game on defense. They had their receivers moving, running. O-line didn't look horrible. Quarterback decisions could have been better, but I mean, that's going to happen in a football game. What I am impressed with is Louisville. I'm extremely impressed with how Louisville came to play. They played up to Miami's level and they punched them in the mouth. And that's the name of the game. If you can punch a bigger opponent in the mouth and have them thinking you already won the game, essentially, like you've already kind of won a little corner of that game. So all you got to do is put that through 4 quarters, and I think that's what Louisville did. They put that on display last week, and it was great football to watch. It was great football to watch.
Yeah.
That entire game. I mean, I was glued.
It was great.
I was
great.
I didn't bounce around any games. It was you don't see Louisville competing like that since Lamar. Or maybe you saw flashes of it a little bit last year, but I mean this year, I mean, that's a Louisville Cardinal football team. They came to play. Plain and simple.
You you could
they beat up on the Canes.
you could tell from the first two drives that this was going to be a serious game.
Right.
And I was at a gig, Jeff. I was actually DJing at the gig, and I had the iPad down and watching. I'm like, whoa, the way they came out in those first two drives just impressed me. And that first or second interception, the first two interceptions, I mean, sometimes you got to blame it on the quarterback, but sometimes you got to give it up to the defense. Those were just outstanding plays by the defensive player that went up and just snatched it away.
Right.
I mean, I think it was a linebacker, the first one or the second one. The first and second interception. But
I was
yeah, they
not
just came to play,
prepared.
man.
I was not prepared for that, guys. I was drinking the Kool-Aid. I thought we the greatest team since the 2001 Hurricanes. I was on that. And I was totally humbled. You know, and it took me the middle of the week to get over that game. Actually, my former colleague Alex Dono and Nevin Shapiro, they are a couple of former Canes. I mean, you know, they suggested that the season isn't over for us. Like, we can still get to the playoffs.
No.
Oh yeah, no, but the stage was just set. I mean, Friday night, you know,
Yeah, we were all
I don't know what other game was on. You said there were other games on, but that was the premier game. Obviously, Louisville is coming in town. I mean, you're coming off of a great win, beating Florida State, and you had the bye week. The stage was just set, and then they just came in there. Like I said, those first two drives, that's like something like it's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know, if they had a few more minutes, you know, you got to say that a few more minutes, and well, let's just say if he hadn't thrown an interception on that last drive, you never know what could have became of that.
I'll ask both
situation.
I'll ask both of you. Has the blueprint on how to beat the Canes, has that been written? Like, do you think other teams are going to copy this and try to eliminate Bain and Messidor by throwing the quick pass?
Yeah. I think if you're smart, you watch the film and you take what wins. Especially if you're a team that doesn't have the talent that Louisville does, because Louisville's got some talent. They're 5-1 for a reason. Yeah. I mean, the ACC is still the ACC. It's still one of those. It's still one of those premier conferences, and Louisville's sitting at the top of it right now. Like Miami and Louisville, I'll say are sitting at the top of it. But I mean, if you're smart and you're a team that wants to win this football game, you got to take away the DNs and you got to take away the running game. That seems like a recipe to at least be able to compete with Miami. You make Carson Beck make every throw, which, I mean, I just looked up his stats. He threw for 270. Like, that's a great game. No touchdowns, 4 picks. That's what you can't have. 270 against Louisville. That's a pretty good game. They've got a fast defense. Fast defense that glued. They were sticking to those receivers.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see 10 get open as much as I wanted to. Mm-hmm. And like, I mean, you got to give it to Louisville. They just kind of had the game plan.
Yeah, I agree. I think you know, teams will look at, and we can look at this season prior to Friday night, and let's look at, you know, who they got coming up, you know, down the line. But I definitely feel like in some games that the Canes have been in, they can, if a team comes out and really punches them in the mouth. This is not the old team, the Canes of old. And Jeff, remember, the Canes of old kind of seemed like they would just shrivel up. You know, you come out, you slap them around a bit, and they just shrivel up. They're just like, oh no, we can't take this. You know, this game is over. I don't want to say that I saw that in this team, but this team has a little bit more fight, a little bit more bark, a little more bite back, if you will. But I do see that if a team does come out like Louisville, smashes them around a little bit, like you said, take away those receivers and take away those DNs specifically and the running game, they can tend to just, it kind of like throws them a little bit. For me, it looked like they were like, after the first two drives, and you could almost see it on Cristobal's face, it was like, what the hell is going on? You know, where's our team? You know, where's that team that showed up for Florida State and that was really doing the pushing around and against Florida and all of those teams? But it just looked like they just looked a little, I hate to even use the word timid, because that is not this team's DNA right now, this team. But they just looked a little bit off. I'll just say that.
Right.
On
that's why I was saying they didn't really play down to Louisville's level. If anything, Louisville just played up, and kind of just sent a shock down there. Like they sent a shock through Miami. Like that's kind of what it felt like. It didn't feel like they were too slow, too fast. They weren't making the right reads, making the right decisions. It just felt like they weren't dominating, which I think we've come accustomed to over the course of the past 8 weeks.
Well, guys, now here come the Stanford Cardinals. And I think they just beat FSU last week. Yes. But, coming into Hard Rock, what do you expect tomorrow for the Canes? Like, how do you expect this team to come out? And they're wearing the fatigues tomorrow. Have you seen them, Ed? They're wearing some Army. They're wearing the uniforms just for a good cause. So I'm not going to call them ugly, but they're not exactly Miami Hurricane, bright orange green. They're a little different. Yeah. So the Canes.
No, I hadn't seen them. I'm going to look them up.
Yeah,
I'm going to look them up right now, but I hadn't seen them yet. Let me see what they look like.
Yeah,
but
seen them. I'm not a fan. I love the cause, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the uniform. Yeah. I wish they could have come up with something else. But we do play Stanford tomorrow. The thing about losing the last game is we get right back at it against Stanford, and that's a good thing. So I hope the guys come out fired up tomorrow.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think they've got a good opportunity to turn things around, and like I was saying last week, something that my coach just kind of drilled into us was like they'll remember what you do in November, and we're kind of getting it's really with this new playoff schedule, it's really come to that like last week of October into November is where you got to make your money, and Miami's got the tools for it. It's really about how you bounce back. I mean, Rodney's saying I did some of my own little research on Stanford. They got a horrible secondary, and they've got a quarterback who's coming back from injury. So, I mean, if you're looking for a game to kind of bounce back and, I don't want to say get an extra practice because it's not. It's a football game. for you to re-energize and re-lock in, we'll say, like redefine your season. Because a season's never going to go how you want it to go. It's never going to go how you want it to go. And I think last week showed that. This week is the most important week of the season. It might not be one of the most important games, but it's the most important week of the season for them to kind of get back on track, understand who they are as a team, and, make an outcome that's theirs.
Yeah.
I've been here before.
Go ahead, Ed.
No, I like the way he put that. What did you say? It's not the. Say it again. I just forgot it. But
it's not the most important game, but it's the most important week.
Yes, I like that. I mean, I just looked it up, and I hadn't looked up anything about Stanford, but you can't let a 3-4 team come in here and beat you. You just can't. You just said something about a bad secondary and coming off of with a quarterback that's been injured. You can't let that happen. This is the time in the past where Canes teams have folded.
Right.
And just, the season just basically went downhill. And as one of my frat brothers who's an FSU fan, loves to say that, you guys suck in October. It's always October. October is when you guys start losing, blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, they're on the 3-game winning streak, run on 1. But this is the time. You're right. I mean, Saturday, prime time, at home, just come out and just take your frustrations from last week and the week, last week out on this team.
Right.
Just annihilate them. I mean, it's probably not going to do nothing for you, and you're going to move up if you win, and you got to see how everybody else does and all of that. But just take your frustrations out and get better as a team, and get back to programming yourself, for winning football, so you can finish the season strong. And by no means is the season over. No. Obviously, everybody loves to be undefeated and go into the playoffs. You want to go into the playoffs strong, but the season is over by no means, as long as you don't keep losing.
Yeah. The defending national champion, Ohio State, and we're going to let you go in a minute, Ed, because I appreciate you joining us here on the show. Ohio State looks invincible. Like, they have annihilated almost everybody, and I wanted a shot at them. I was drinking the Miami Kool-Aid after losing to Louisville. now I'm like, I still believe in this Canes team because Mario built it the right way on the offensive line and the defensive line. It's reminiscent of old Miami Hurricane teams. It seems like almost I thought there was no weakness, but somehow we managed to lose last week. What do they have to do from here on in to make sure, because they have no margin for error right now?
I think SMU's they're going to be their biggest competitor on the schedule coming up for the back half of the season. Yeah. Not a lot of contenders for upsets in the back half. So I really think it's like we kind of said, it's about taking this week to redefine who you are as a team and stick with it. Say, this is how we're going to play football for the next 6 to 7 weeks. And it's going to start today. It's going to start today. It really should have started on Monday Sunday when they came back into player meetings and saw it. They should have burned the tape. They should have watched it, burned the tape, came in, said, all right, let's redefine who we are, because clearly that's not who we were. That's not who we were on Friday. And we might have thought that's who we were for the past 7 weeks. Let's redefine it. They need to take that and run with it. They just need to run with it. They need to run, y'all are kids playing a game. Make it what you want it to. Make it like you can, anything that you want, you can accomplish, especially this season. And especially with this platform in college football, anything is open until those last 3 weeks, really. If you are a one-loss team in those last 3 weeks, anything is on the table. Anything is on the table. So you just gotta take it and run with it, honestly.
No doubt. Ed, I appreciate you joining us, man. Let folks know where they can find you, because I know you're DJing. I forgot what you call it, but you got a great thing going on with the DJing stuff on the internet. Like he's a pretty good DJ, Jordan. He's almost as good, but he's pretty good.
It's just, man. Just you can find me at on Instagram at DJ Ed the World Famous, and if you just search Ed the World Famous on your YouTube, I've got the live stream. I got to get back active with that ever since school started. I've kind of put that on the back burner, but I am slowly bringing it back. So I'm coaching soccer too now, Jay.
Oh, that's what's up.
Okay.
So, they recruited me to coach soccer at the team. So looking for a championship in this first run. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll see. We'll see. Season starts next Tuesday the 4th of November. So we'll see how it goes.
You coaching the soccer team?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Man. Had to get back into the lab, man.
Yeah.
They needed it. The coach got to jetted on him. So I was like, all right, I stepped up and do it. So.
Hey, by the way, man, is Joe Bullard, did anything come out of that situation with FAMU? Is that gonna be okay?
I mean, he's back. He had to. It was really much ado about nothing, but I won't say that, but it was overblown.
Yeah.
So he served his 2-game suspension.
Yeah.
And they paid the fine, and he'll be back, I guess, this week. I forgot who they picked on this week, but more importantly, he'll be back and in time for the Florida Classic here in a couple of weeks. So, Joe's fine, man. They got Southern at home. I'm sorry, they got Southern on the road actually. So they got Southern this weekend, but he's fine. It's the almighty Joe Bullard, man. He's not gonna be down for long.
Yeah, he's a Miami legend, man. Definitely a Miami legend. And the world famous E-Dub from the Sports Brothers joining us here on the Jeff Fox Show. Thank you so much, Ed.
No problem.
Join us again, man. We definitely chop it up again, all right?
Whenever you need me, man.
Yes, all sir. Right. Appreciate you. Right here on a Football Friday, we are here live at the 305 800 Pain Studios. I am here holding it down. Jordan Tucker's here. You might have noticed that Fitz Davis is not here, and Jenny Jones as well. They are on special assignment. So it's just me and you, Jordan.
That's
just me and you.
They're on the Black Ops missions.
Yeah, they're on the Black Ops mission. I mean, somehow they're doing their thing. They'll be back next week, of course. So Jordan and I will hold it down on this Football Friday. We'll come back. We're gonna talk some basketball as well. You good with that?
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. We definitely gonna do that right here on the Football Friday. It's the Jeff Fox Show, and we'll be right back live from the 305 800 Payne Studios.
Ever wondered how top car brands are preventing accidents in 2025? It's by automated emergency braking, which kicks in before a crash even if you don't react. Driver monitoring systems track drowsiness and distraction and even brake if needed. And soon, cars will talk to each other through V2X communication, avoiding crashes before they even happen. These aren't sci-fi, they are real and they are saving lives. So stay alert, and after an accident, call 305-800-PAIN. We got you covered.
Add some flavor to your next celebration with all your favorite dishes from The Licking. Our succulent lobster pasta. Indulge in our savory buttery grits topped with sauteed shrimp. The entire family will enjoy our creamy mac and cheese and seafood rice. Treat yourself to an ice-cold mystery drink while introducing your taste buds to The Licking's new golden fried chicken nuggets. Friends, family, and food are what we know best. So dive in and discover some amazing hot new menu items and more of the food you love. It's all here at The Licking.
We're back here live at the 305 800 Payne Studios. Jeff Fox, Jordan Tuck on a Football Friday. I'd like to say a special shout out to Willie Hudge. Willie Hudge, what up, man? They will be over at Ricky's. That's my crew right there at Ricky's today. Later on today, we're going to have the Unks and Aunties, Jordan. Unks and Aunties.
Yeah,
they're going to come out. Yeah, they come out and we hang out. We play a little old school music, some Teddy Pendergrass, some Isley Brothers. We do it real big. There's Willie and his wife right there. They'll all be there. Unks and Aunties over at Ricky's. I think it's 8389 Pembroke Pines. And come and join us. I'll be there at 5 o'clock. Yours truly on the ones and twos. Okay? Yours truly on the ones and twos. So
I love it.
Always a good time on Fridays. We'll be right there. Something happened yesterday in regards to the NBA. I got to get into it. I won't get too much into it, but what are your thoughts on this situation?
Today, we are here in New York to announce a historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Casa Nostra. The men and women up here standing with me represent a small portion of the leadership team that brought profound justice in an era that needed it more than any. I'll just highlight some of the details in the case and the FBI work, and then you'll hear from the others. But as you now know, individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today, former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing.
Wow. That was the big news yesterday.
Yeah.
Around the sports world. Complete shock. They came to the Miami Heat hotel at 6 a.m. and got Terry Rozier. Like, come on, let's go. And Chauncey Billups, head coach of the Portland Trailblazers, also arrested early yesterday morning. I just shake my head at this story. You've played sports. I don't know what to say about it, bro. Like, I just won $100 last night.
Right.
I won $120 on Prize Picks, and I wanted Fitz Davis to be here today so I could tell him, but I won $120 on the NBA. Everybody bets, but what's going on here, Jordan?
I place a parlay every weekend myself, and this news was crazy, but not shocking. It was crazy, but not shocking. You see, we talked about the almighty dollar last week, and that falls into gambling. just, I mean, probably even more so. Probably even more so, just because you think about the access that players have now and the ability that they, I mean, you rest games, you have the ability. I mean, I feel like you see it every weekend, whether it doesn't matter the sport. Players are taking more for themselves now, more than ever. They're telling a coach they've got a low ankle sprain, they're out for the game. Like, and that's going to take away people's money. That's going to take, but it also might put some money back in their end. And you have no idea what these players are doing. I think basketball is probably the easiest sport to do it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, basketball is definitely the easiest sport. You throw me the ball. If I touch the ball, I'm shooting it. Trust me. I'm not gambling. So if I'm gambling, I'm taking my under on shooting percentage and possibly over on points every time if I'm in the NBA because I'm shooting.
Yeah.
And I think just to see the big names in it is surprising, but there's so many people under the belt that are doing this. Like it's honestly insane. It's I think basketball, it's probably one of the biggest ones. Football, it's a lot harder to do. I haven't seen it, but it's real. It's very real. It's very real. And you think about the game day check that these players are making, they can make double if they just tell their homeboy, hey, put 20 on my under.
I mean, this is a crazy story. It feels like it's a scene out of Goodfellas, a casino with Robert De Niro when you need him, or Joe Pesci, or one of the. I mean, they're talking about Cosa Nostra, crime families.
Right.
They're talking about poker games with some kind of X-ray on them. Like, this sounds like some shit out of a movie. Really?
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling, and for the feds to put Cash Patel out there in the front, I don't know what to make of it, man. It just saddens me though that you got a guy like Chauncey Billups, who is an NBA Hall of Famer and a former NBA Finals MVP, and the head coach,
one of the faces of the NBA for decades. Yeah. On and off the court, and he's caught up now. He's caught up, and that gambling world is crazy. It is crazy.
They say it's addictive, and I lost a lot of money playing Hard Rock bets and Prize Picks because I believe in myself. I believe I'm gonna win.
Right.
I've got an advertisement from the Hard Rock Bets. I'll hit that in a minute. That says, "I believe that we will win," and I just believe it, and I won. So, but I don't know how people who make as much money as these guys do get caught up in a situation like that. I'm not here to judge anybody, but it's very, very unfortunate. And you mentioned it is a bad scandal for the NBA. They just started a great new season. Mm-hmm. They're about to move on from the Steph, LeBron era, Kevin Durant. Yeah. It's another generation of superstars. And you saw them on full display the other night. SGA, Anthony Edwards, and the rookie VJ Edgecombe from the Bahamas. These kids are superstars. Like, the league will be in good hands with the next generation of NBA players. Yeah. Unfortunately, now they've got this scandal to deal with.
It's tainted. It's tainted, and it's taking. And that's another thing. It's taking away from the performances of the players. That's the whole name of the game. It's an entertainment business. You're supposed to watch these players perform. And I've fallen into the trap of betting on them too. My girlfriend and I bet on them. Like I tell her, I'm like, I put 15 in deposit. We're going 750 each. You make a parlay, and we'll cook something up. But I mean, it's sad. Like, and you were saying, how do these players with all this money do this? But it's the same way as us when we get that little bit of extra money and want to spend it. We think it's a guaranteed lock. We think it's money. We think it's money coming back to us regardless. So why not? Why not?
I rely on Magic City. In fact, Magic City just texted. I think he has a 4 parlay for the World Series, which begins tonight. The Toronto Blue Jays and the LA Dodgers. It's going to be really interesting to see the World Series tonight. You got a team that you're going to roll with in the World Series?
I'm not that much of a baseball watcher, but so we got you said the Blue Jays and the Dodgers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. I don't want to sound like a bandwagon, but I don't know enough about Toronto, so I'm going. I'm going with Ohtani, man. I'm going with Ohtani.
Yeah, man.
We talk about gambling. We know he had a bookie.
Yeah.
We know this man had a bookie, so
right.
I might take his over on strikeouts tonight. Who knows?
Yeah. I'm rolling with the Dodgers too, man. I'm rolling with the Dodgers too. Magic City, I'm going to take you up on that bet. Make sure you text in your parlay for that, and we'll chop it up some more. But you mentioned it, man. This whole scandal with the gambling thing, and we've seen it before in sports, but maybe not to this extent.
No,
and
this is a RICO.
Yeah,
he said it's ongoing.
Yeah, this might be just the tip of the iceberg, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
like it can go real deep. Damon Jones, former Miami Heat player and head coach. Well, not a head coach, but he's an NBA coach. He's also involved in that. So I don't know, man. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. We're going to preview this weekend's games. We'll have that and a whole lot more coming up right here on the Jeff Fox Show. Football Friday. We'll be right back. What exactly is 305-800-PAIN, and how does it help the community here, the people?
Yes, Jeff. So 305-800-PAIN is a legal and medical referral office registered with the Florida Bar to help people that get involved in any car accident, slip and fall. Right. We get them connected with our attorneys and our medical centers to get them back on track. We get them the whole guide step by step so they feel that they're not alone, and we help them get compensated for all the inconvenience, the pain and suffering that comes along with an accident. So yeah, that's what we're here for.
If you're in Miami, you've probably seen us because 305-800-PAIN is everywhere. Accidents can change your life in seconds, but with 305-800-PAIN, you have a team that fights for you. Remember the number, 305-800-PAIN. We got you covered.
Did somebody just hit you and ran off? Here's what to do after a hit and run accident. First off, don't chase them. Stay calm and call 911. Second, take photos of everything. Your car, the damages, the scene, and look for cameras and bystanders nearby. Third, see a doctor within 14 days. Even if you feel fine, most injuries don't show up after a hit and run. It typically takes a couple of weeks. So this can really cost you if you don't take care of it right now. And most importantly, call 305-800-PAIN. We'll walk you through what to do next and to help you get the care and compensation that you need after this accident. Even when the other driver runs, you're not alone. We're here for you.
You blink and you're like, okay, so one of the most precious jewels in the history of South Florida, they're going to have to start all over from nothing again? From nothing. No quarterback. Achane, if you don't break his leg on the way out. And Waller, like what?
But that's the league. It's a league.
That's not the league.
It is. It is. If you're not the Steelers or Packers.
For some teams, yeah.
Like, that's the league. It really is. Look at your division. It was the Bills for a very long time.
How much do you imagine it burned Stephen Ross that at the end he can't buy? We'll laugh at you till the grave. You will not dig this out. It will not. Your punctuation here will be, you ran it all into the ground. For 25 years, you ran the entire. Do you know how arrogant the Dolphins have been about business in this town for 40 years?
Yeah, it's my former colleague, Dan Le Batard, talking about the Miami Dolphins, who will take on the Atlanta Falcons this weekend, Jordan. And I got a feeling, I got a real bad feeling they're going to get punched in the mouth again, because the Falcons, they seem to be a team that can't really figure out who they are as well. Yeah. But I think they're going to come out swinging. against the Miami Dolphins. I love that quarterback, Michael Penix. He hasn't quite figured it out yet,
right?
But this, there's so much upside to the Dirty Birds. What are your thoughts?
I agree. With the Falcons, I think with Bills, we saw flashes of what this defense can be. And it's very, very it reminds me of that old Falcons defense with who am I trying to think? Like Trufant. Who are some of those other names in that secondary? I don't remember. It was a while back.
The ball.
Yeah. Like that was a Falcons defense that flew around and they hit. And that's what this defense looks to do. They can cover. They've got the speed. They're young enough. They don't have any. I mean, we love Calais Campbell. There shouldn't be any Calais Campbell slander ever. But let's get some young guys in the rotation. Let's get some young guys in the rotation. When he was in Atlanta, I was confused on that. But I think with Miami, is it in Atlanta or is it in Miami? I think it's in Atlanta.
The game is in Atlanta.
Yeah. I think this honestly should be like we've kind of been saying about the Hurricanes, the Miami Hurricanes. Like for Atlanta, this is a week to kind of get your shit together.
Yeah,
this is a week to define who you are as a team. Like, yes, it's the Dolphins. It might not be the most important game, but it could very well be the most important week of your season. And I think, like you said, Michael Penix, he's on the way to figuring it out. I haven't seen it with that offense. They're very reliant on Bijan to get their explosives, so that can open up a little bit more. Which is it's the name of the game. You run the ball to open up more. But
they seem to have all the pieces. When I look at them, and I look at Bijan and Drake London and Pitts at tight end, like if they can, then they go out there and they stink it up against the 49ers. Like I can't figure out the Falcons.
An injured 49er team at that, with two of their best players out with season-ending injuries. And against the backup quarterback, like I don't get that. I think the Falcons stunk the bed up in San Francisco, which was crazy. I don't know if it was the jet lag or something, but they had. I mean, you smashed the Bills. The Bills
on national TV on Monday Night Football in front of America.
That's what I'm saying.
The Bills, the wanted Bills, punch them in the mouth,
and you stink it up.
Yeah, that's being an Atlanta sports fan right there.
Oh, yeah. Trust,
in a nutshell.
Absolutely.
So we have they got the rest of the season to figure out. I'll tell you this though, Jordan. I think they found the quarterback. I love Penix.
I love Penix. I do love Penix. I think I like how he gets the ball out. Like I love how he gets the ball out, and you could tell like he's throwing it too. Like he's throwing it with some power behind it. The one thing I want to see out of him is him starting to look those safeties off. I think he's very like he sees his read and throws it. I don't think he's taking into account like where the defenders are necessarily right now. I think he's very 1-2 set and throw, and that's all rhythm, that's all practice, that's great and all. But how you become like the Peyton Mannings, the Brady's, is you start to look off that safety and you take off the top. You got your Drake London, or I think they just released Ray McLeod, who's a speedster, but whoever your speedster is, you sending them down the field on a double move, you're looking off the safety. Like that's true quarterback play, and that's what you want to see out of Michael Penix. And within the next like the back half of the season into next year, I think that's where we're going to really start to see him develop. But this season's still going to be heavily reliant on Bijan.
Yeah, let's go around the league a little bit real quick. I am very disappointed, and I hate to announce it, but it seems like the Kansas City Chiefs might be back to being the best team in the National Football League. God, I hate to say that.
You can't ever count out Patrick, man. I don't know what ritual they got going on in Kansas City, but they look like, I mean, and even that's the difference between them and a lot of teams, I think, is they have the confidence, but also they have the backup. Like they have what they've done in the past as well. Or let me say they have what they've done in the past, but they've also got the present confidence now. to be like, oh, I'm not worried about what happened within the first 3 weeks of the season. Y'all have no idea who we are. Honestly, we don't. We're figuring it out too, but they're at least proud enough to say, when we figure it out, y'all will know. Like y'all will be aware.
It's like, you expect somebody else to jump in that slot. Like the Detroit Lions, who are very much probably the second best team in all of football, demolished the Buccaneers last Monday night. And I was ready to crown the Lions the best team in football, but then Kansas City, a couple of weeks ago, took them out. Yeah. So every time you think the Chiefs are dead, they're not.
Right.
And it seems like Patrick Mahomes is more or less caught a second wind.
Him and Kelsey.
Chiefs are going to be tough to beat.
Him and Kelsey for some reason. Kelsey looks like he's in his prime right now for some reason.
What in the Taylor Swift is going on there?
Just got engaged. Happy feet.
And when it comes to MVP talk, there's of course Baker Mayfield. Mahomes has now overtaken everybody.
Yeah, I think
and he's got all his weapons back.
I think Baker did Baker throw himself out of an MVP last week?
I don't think I thought Baker played well. I just thought the Lions had a remarkable game plan. And Baker just lost Mike Evans for the rest of the year.
Oh, he lost him for the rest of the year. That's right.
The rest of the year. Broken clavicle.
Yeah, that's hard on him because I love Baker. I'm a huge Baker fan. And I mean, watching that, honestly, we're talking about betting. I took a risk and I took Tampa Bay to win that game. I thought Baker kind of had an answer, and I thought Detroit's secondary was shot. And little did we know Detroit's secondary was out there playing football, and Baker was trying to sling the pill, but Mike Evans went down, and Sonic, Jahmyr Gibbs, had 200 all-purpose in the third quarter.
That's amazing, man. That Lions squad. I think if they get another shot at the Chiefs, they'll win because that offense, it's real dynamic. They got something special going on there. Dan Campbell lost both offensive and defensive coordinators, and here we are almost in the middle of the next season, and they're still the Detroit Lions.
Right.
And they established a new culture under Dan Campbell that looks pretty unbeatable when you really think about it. Anything can happen on any given Sunday, but they look like top notch in the NFC.
They also look like, out of all 32 teams in the league, they look like they're having the most fun out there.
Yeah.
They look like they're having fun. Offense especially. Like, it just looks like a video game.
Yeah.
It really does. It really does. And you can see, like, their players have really bought into that. Like, they don't even look at the sideline on 4th and short because they know they're staying out there. That's how I am when I play the game. Honestly, when it's 4th and 15, I'm still going for it.
Dan Campbell does not kick field goals.
That's that excitement. That's that. I mean, my stupid self took who was it? Moody, the Detroit kicker, or Bates, whatever his name is.
Yeah,
I took him for 3 field goals a couple weeks ago, and not remembering who they were.
Yeah, that's Dan Campbell, buddy. He ain't kicking shit.
No. That's that excitement. That's that joy of the game that I think a lot of. I mean, it brings kind of the youth back out in the game. It brings that like enjoyment where it's not just a dollar sign. I'm not playing for a check. I'm not even necessarily playing to feed my kids right now. I'm playing because I love this game. Like, I'm playing because I love this game, and it's so much fun. And like, there's so many. It's been years that we've played this game, but there's so many different new things that we're still seeing to this day. Like with all these reverse motions, these bubble screens, we got. I don't even know Detroit's offense in itself. Like the fake trip last year. I mean, I was laughing at my TV just because I was like, how do you think of that? Like, how do you think of that?
I got to ask you about 2 more teams. One of them surprising everybody this year, the Indianapolis Colts behind Daniel Jones. They seem legit, but even when I look at them as complete of a team as they appear to be, I don't see nobody beating Kansas City in the AFC. Nobody. And I don't want to see the Chiefs. I mean, I'm pleading to the football gods, slay the Chiefs. Anybody.
Yeah.
The Colts, though, I mean, they're as good as anybody else that we're talking about right now.
Colts are one of the best teams in the NFL, but also let's keep in mind who they played. Dolphins, Broncos, Titans, Rams, Cardinals.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Daniel Jones is their quarterback. Like, do you really believe in Daniel Jones? Him, that guy from the Giants. Like, he's in the MVP conversation now.
That's what I'm
Daniel
saying.
Jones.
He's playing great. He's scoring touchdowns. It's not just Jonathan Taylor, like everybody thought. It's not just Jonathan Taylor. He's doing just as much.
Yeah.
He's not throwing crazy picks. He's not making horrible reads like what we saw in New York. So it really makes you question what was going on in New York.
Yeah.
What's still going on in New York. But I mean, I think Daniel Jones was taken so high in the draft for a reason. I think New York saw something with Indianapolis is definitely taking advantage of now, and that he is one of those like Brock Purdy. I think he's a little bit better than Brock Purdy when it comes to like athleticism and like being able to put the ball specific places, being able to use his legs, but also
he ran a lot at Duke.
Yeah, I was like, this kid went to Duke. I mean, I watched him from on my sideline run 70 yards past every single one of our secondary.
Wow.
And it looked like he was jogging. I was like, what?
Wow.
What's going on? So, I mean, Daniel Jones I think he's found a home in Indianapolis. I think he's going to be there for a while, actually. Yeah. And good luck to him. Good luck to him. They got to play a couple more teams to win me over, though.
Yeah. My final question for you, Jordan Tucker, on a Football Friday. This is the Jeff Fox Show. I'm live here at the 305-800 Payne Studios. Remember, if you get the car accident, slip or fall, they are the ones to call. 305-800 Payne. They'll give you the best advice. They'll put you right where you want to be and get you paid as well. 305-800 Payne, as you can see right here. Check out the hat. All right, I'm rocking it.
I love it. Good gear.
At the studio. The final question: they have the most annoying fans in all of football. This football team, and tell me if I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, I think that the Dallas Cowboys have the best pair of wide receivers in the NFL, not named the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But they have two A-list wide receivers, and they've got a high quarterback, and Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
I think if the Cowboys can get a little bit of defense out of that unit, and it's kind of hard, that they might be able to, I don't know, get somewhere in the playoffs. They might be able to advance to the playoffs. It's a long way to go.
Yeah, I think Dak can carry them to the playoffs if they figure something out on defense. I saw them talking about a Max Crosby trade, I think, yesterday, which is not.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So you got to figure something else out. They do need a premier edge rusher. Yes. They do. They need a lot more on defense. They need Trayvon Diggs to not slip in the bathtub at home, so he's not concussed for 2 weeks. Allegedly, right?
Yeah.
But they've got a lot to figure out in Dallas. I think what they have found is a running game, which they haven't had for the past couple of years. And then, like you said, those two receivers are incredible. George Pickens, CD.
What a great trade, right?
Yeah. Say that again.
What a great trade for the Cowboys to get George Pickens.
Yes. And George Pickens, I mean, I was there when he got picked up to Pittsburgh too. I could tell he didn't want to be there. for a long time. I could tell he was trying to find his way
balling
out.
right now, man. He's
balling. He's probably loving Dallas too, so I'm happy for him. Like you said, Jamar and T are at the top tier of the list, and then I think you got like AJ and Devontae, and then right under that, I would put CD and George Pickens. George Pickens is a great athlete, great ball player, great ball knowledge too. I just think give me a full year, give me a full year of this, and I've got nothing to say about it.
Yeah. Looking at this weekend's games as well, an interesting game is the Sunday night game. You have Green Bay and the Pittsburgh Steelers going at it. I think that game is in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers going home. He's saying it's just another game.
No, it's not.
I think it's going to be an interesting test
in
this game because I don't know what to make of Green Bay, and I don't know what to make of Pittsburgh.
My team, if anything, just because I've got a lot of high school teammates on Green Bay, is Green Bay.
Yeah.
And,
not playing with the Steelers.
Right. Still got some blood with the Steelers, so it's like, but I'm going with Green Bay. I think it's going to be an emotional game for Aaron Rodgers, and I think honestly he's going to throw 2 picks because of it.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm hoping one of them goes to my former high school teammate Xavier McKinney. That's all I hope. That's all I hope. I want him to be able to pick off A-Rod back in Green Bay. If it's a pick 6, even better. But I think he throws 2 picks, honestly.
Wow. We'll see. I like the Steelers, but I can't figure out their defense. They always have a great defense. This year, I can't figure them out. Cannot figure them out. I know one team that's another, interesting team to look at over in the AFC. They just beat the Steelers last week, as a matter of fact. The Bengals, as Pittsburgh, Flacco'd around and found out about Joe Flacco. He might be busy because he's got the weapons. He might be able to save the Bengals season. Joe Flacco, who's 57 years old, he just might be able to save them, and the NFC can get really, really interesting.
If they can keep running the ball like that and feeding Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
I don't care if he's covered or not. Throw him the ball.
I think they got the memo, man. 25 passes thrown his way last week. I'd never seen that before.
No. And they need to do it again this week. This week he needs 30. He needs 30.
Unbelievable. Well, folks, we've come to the end of our journey. We just got the World Series parlay from Magic City. He says take Jaylen Brown over 12.5.
These are NBA.
This Davion Mitchell for points assist combo, and Victor Wemby. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to say
27. Scotty Barnes, 5 assists. I like it.
You like that?
I like it. Jaylen Brown, 12.5. I like it.
I'm going to pick that Magic City. If I win, you get a beer on me, buddy, at the Cigar Lounge. You get a beer on me at the Cigar Lounge. Jordan, man, it's been great, man. You did a marvelous job holding it down. I appreciate you. My pick of the week, Canes, of course, easily over Stanford.
Yeah.
I see them maybe getting 10 points because the defense is going to be very angry. That's my lock of the week. My lead pipe stone cold lock of the week. Miami 47, Stanford 10.
Ooh.
College football.
I'm gonna take Miami 42, Stanford 10. I like 10.
Yeah.
10 just sounds like a good number. I like 10.
Sounds like a good number, man.
I love it.
Come to the end of our journey. Oh, by the way, man, I can't let you get out of here without mentioning to you that, and I mean no disrespect, but your mother, Lisa, is a supermodel. You never told me. That's where you get the good looks from. That's where you get the good looks from. Ladies, now you know.
That's my twin. That's my twin. My mom's that's my little twin. So I whatever she passed down to me, I appreciate you, Mom.
Well, tell her that Jeff Fox is a super fan. I've seen that she did media before, and that's where you get it from, man. That's where you get it from.
Trained by the best.
I think that's a song. No, it's she got it from her mama, but now he gets it from his mama. Yes, no doubt, man. Jordan, man, you did a great job. Thank you so much. We'll see you here again next Friday. Go Canes.
Let's do it. See you next Friday.
No doubt. Appreciate everybody here at 305-800 Payne Studios here in Miami Gardens. Make sure, again, if you get a slip and fall, any kind of situation, even if it's not your fault. Well, actually, I saw something that even if it is your fault, like, seriously, there's so many reasons to get with the folks here at 305-800 Payne. Great, great, great company. And they're legit. I'm here right now in their studios. I'm not at the Jeff Fox studios where I usually am, but right here at the 305, the offices of 305-800 Payne here in Doral. When you get in the car accident, man, you tend to panic. Your heart tends to beat fast. Just remember 305-800 Payne. Call them today, and remember that. Keep that in your memory bank. 305-800 Payne. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in to the show today. Also, if you are in Miami, you can meet me later on today over at Ricky's in Pembroke Pines for Unks and Aunties. Old School Friday. We will be there hanging out, playing some old school jams, and we will get it on. All right? It's Jeff Fox, the Jeff Fox Show. We'll see you next week.
Draymond trying to set the screen. A deep three by Curry. He ties it up! Oh, Steph hit that from the Ferry building.
Okay, I'm here to get the money. These niggas getting on from me. Pop said work smarter, let that nigga work for me. Keep coming up short, always got a long story. I stay on the top floor, bitches looking up to me. I got a head start, you ain't catching up to me. You gotta be smart for you ever play dummy. Right here's where the killer single wanna be, honey. Bitches couldn't rap gifts, but she wanna play mummy. Ass fat tummy, got that from my mommy. Make it count, need money like these need honey. So what you want from me, but this whole no cubby. Ain't gotta say you love me or get lovey-dovey. I just get what I want and that's what's coming to me. Cause you gon' pay it forward or just pay for it from me. If you wanna see me whipping your three down the aisle, I want CDs, accounts, and bags of cash. A dog, a house, a cat, and land with grass. A car without no miles and paper tags. If I'm laughing, it's at the bank. Cash deposits, please and thanks. Now you know I'm only smiling at the ATMs. Pilly made top tier, don't compare me to them. Fuck niggas, get money. Fuck niggas.
The Jeff Fox Show, brought to you by Remix Sports Media.